Let's continue on in the NBA. The Cavaliers took down the Raptors 116-105 to take a one-game lead, a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals. There have been some worries coming in about the Cavs' defense, but Coach Tyronn Lue was pleased with the Cavs' effort tonight against the Raptors in Game 1. Listen to this.
Overall, we got to look at it. I thought we blitzed and did a great job of taking DeRozan out of the game, showing him different looks, blitzing him, showing sometimes, and just trying to keep him off balance because we know he's a great scorer, and the same thing with Lowry, trying to keep him off balance. But I thought our activity was great defensively. Just got to keep making the multiple efforts. When you're in the blitz, you can't never stop moving. So you got to clean those things up, but overall, we was pretty good defensively.
So the Raptors did end up scoring 105, but in the first half, the Cavs held them to just 48. Scott, do you think the Cavs can keep up their defensive intensity throughout the series?
Absolutely. LeBron James looked the healthiest he has maybe all season. We're looking back now after a sweep, albeit a total of 14 points were the margin.
Close games.
Right? It was probably the closest series. It's probably the closest sweep in the history of the NBA. Average of 3.5 per game in their wins over Indiana, but 8 days of rest against a team that this is their fourth straight blowout against Toronto.
Yep.
The Raptors in the franchise's history, 1-12
Terrible.
in series openers. We could have seen this from a mile away, but the first quarter was an incredible indication for LeBron James in particular. He seemed as if his legs were as if it was 2004 again. The big three, they were all very productive. I think that in Game 2, in terms of energy on the defensive end, look at Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. How effective are they? I am not worried about LeBron James.
He's going to bring it.
He's going to bring it. How often will Amon Shumpert and J.R. Smith play? Who will they be guarding? Who will be guarding DeMar DeRozan? I still question the defense for two guys that I think were overpaid, but because Griffin, plus a little peer pressure from co-general manager LeBron James, but a lot of their value, I think, monetarily was pointed towards they will shut down the best scorer for whoever they're facing, and that's happening right now. I don't know about Shumpert and Smith, and I'm not so sure about Love and Irving. I have faith, certainly, in Thompson and James as terms in defense, but everybody just looked rested and healthy. I don't know. When you get to if they ever have to play 7 games in 2 weeks, how are they doing in Games 6 and 7?
That would be an interesting thing to see. LeBron James, heavy minutes tonight, 41 minutes for him. We'll see if the Cavs can continue to play lockdown D in Game 2. That will also be at the Q against the Raptors.